some macro brownies by popular demand. Just a quick disclaimer, I didn't make this recipe all in my head. I kind of combined a couple of different recipes into one, so I just wanted to put that out there so I'm not taking credit for all of this. So what you're gonna need is some vanilla protein powder, some Hershey's special dark cocoa, coconut flour, 2 eggs, 2 tablespoons of butter, about 200 grams-ish of zucchini. I just used one like good sized zucchini. Last time it was a little over 200, this time it's like 180 grams. You'll just have to adjust your serving sizes in your recipe for how big your zucchini is. You're gonna need some baking powder, some Fairlife. I use fat-free, but you can use whatever you want. And I think that's all. Oh, and a food processor. Okay, so first thing, we're gonna do 60 grams of vanilla protein. I think you could use chocolate, but I don't know. I just feel like the vanilla is like acts as a good sweetener.
Too much.
Get it out.
Oh, 1 gram too little. Let's see if she can do it.
Okay.
Right on the money.
60 grams vanilla protein. Put that up. And then we're gonna need 30 grams of dark chocolate. 30 grams of dark chocolate. 20 grams of coconut flour. So, just so you know, coconut flour is really good for making like macro-friendly things, but it's gonna be, you need so much less of it than you would like all-purpose flour. So, don't like substitute this for all-purpose flour because you're gonna need a lot more regular flour than coconut flour. Coconut flour like expands like crazy. So 20 grams.
A little macro tip. Instead of individually weighing out all your ingredients, you can just use one bowl and measure out one ingredient to the right amount, like how she did 60 grams of protein powder, and then she just pressed the little tare button and zeroed out the scale again, and then she added in the dark chocolate, coconut stuff, cocoa, and then she tared it out again and then added in coconut flour.
Yeah, so it's just using the tare button to your favor. So like zeroing your scale out is the same as tearing it out. Okay, so now we're gonna add 6 grams of Splenda. Splenda does have calories. Make sure you're logging your Splenda. You can just search Splenda grams and it'll bring up an entry that has Splenda in grams. Okay. So now over to our food processor. You can use a blender too if you want. You're gonna add your zucchini chunks. And just make sure you chop them up so they fit into your food processor. Your 2 eggs. A little tip that my grandma taught me is to always crack your eggs into a separate bowl before, just in case they're like yucky or you get a piece of shell on it like I just did.
Novice egg cracker. See a professional do it. A little tip that I learned on Bon Appetit's YouTube channel is cracking it on the countertop. That looked like it did a really bad job. But, oh, definitely got a bigger chunk.
Oh, weird.
Hey, it's all trial and error. But I got it out way quicker than she did. There's another chunk.
It's fine. Okay. Eggs go into the food processor with your zucchini. And then you're gonna need 90 milliliters of fat-free Fairlife.
Another quick macro tip over here. Wash your hands before you start your recipe. Hey, don't look at the dirty dishes.
That's not a macro tip.
Hey, it's totally a macro tip.
You put that in the...
Keeps you healthy, which means that you can keep hitting your macros, which means it's a macro tip.
Okay. So now you're going to pulse this all together. Actually, I'm just gonna blend it all together. All right, so we've blended that up for probably about a minute. You just wanna do it until there's no more big chunks, just to where you can see like there's some little green dots, that's fine. Just make sure there's not any big chunks. So we're gonna add our baking powder, because I forgot to a second ago. We're gonna need 4 grams. I'm just gonna use my fingers. Okay, so just mix that up, let it get all combined. I'm gonna add a teeny bit because I dropped it on the counter. And now you're going to take 2 tablespoons of butter, heat it up in the microwave, you don't want to cook it, but you just want it to get melted. So when it starts to get kind of foamy, you know it's good to go. Okay, so now that our butter is melted, we're gonna add our zucchini mixture into our dry ingredients. You scared Pippin. The only one you successfully scared.
I don't know if this is what she wanted me to do, but I'm doing it. Get all the rest of it in there.
Yeah. So then you're going to get this combined. If you have a whisk, this would be a good time to use it. We just don't have one. But this is a good time to use a whisk so you can get all the little clumps out. Oh.
No, because we don't have one.
I didn't know you had a whisk. Well, I'm not getting dirty it, so. Once you get it mostly combined, then you can go ahead and add in your butter. I'm really annoyed that you just did that. So incorporate the butter. Oh yeah, hold on to that. Okie dokie. Now we are going to add it to our little pan. I'm gonna put some parchment in the bottom of it. I don't know why, but these bad boys like to stick to the bottom of the pan, so I'm gonna add some parchment. So I'm gonna have Josh put this in the oven, and then we will catch y'all whenever they are cooked.
So, oven's at 350, brownies are going in. There we go.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and cut into it. Comes out clean, that means it's cooked for the right amount of time. Kind of get around the edge. So this one is 36 grams. So I'm going to add to diary. 36 grams is 64 calories. So it'll obviously just depend on your serving size, but that's pretty good for that brownie. There we have it, your macro brownie. So there you have it, the macro brownie that everybody was asking for. They turned out really good. They turned out even better than the first time I made them. I think the butter really helps. So yeah, there you have it.
Go. See you guys next time.
If you enjoyed this recipe and you're a current Macroholics client, we'd be more than happy to text it to you so you don't have to go through the headache of logging each and every ingredient manually. Just send us a text message from the number we currently have on file for you and we'll get it back to you shortly. From there, you can adjust the serving size however you need to for your unique needs. Thanks for watching, guys.